There we go. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Hi, guys.
As you can see, we're not in the studio. We are on a family vacation. So we wanted to, the topic we're talking about today is appropriate for what we're doing right now, but also for everybody during this time of year. So we are going to discuss supplementing while traveling. Before we start, please make sure you guys go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. If you haven't done it, just do it now, real quick. We love your comments. We love your feedback. You know, it helps us, helps you, the whole 9 yards. So we're going to discuss a little bit about traveling and like what happens to your body while traveling and what supplements to take. So you may not know this, you may feel it, but traveling can be incredibly taxing on your body. Between disrupted sleep, changes in sleep schedules, changes in diet, dehydration. If you're shifting time zones, which thankfully we're not, so did not affect us. Exposure to unfamiliar germs, just your different environments, you're with a multitude of people. Your immune system, your digestion, they're constantly under pressure. This is why staying consistent with your supplements it is not optional. Like you have to be consistent. It's essential for you to feeling great and staying resilient. And we all want to go away and feel great, right? It's when we're looking forward to it. We spend all this time and money and waiting for this, and you want to feel your best. There's nothing worse than like going on a vacation and then you get sick and you don't feel well and whatnot. And also when you get back from the trip, right? You want to be able to jump back into life. You can't take another
vacation from a vacation.
Right. The little bit of recovery day that happens. So most of us don't have the leisure of doing that. So another reason why you want to feel your best. So a lot of times you might think, okay, going on vacation week, we're going to take a break from supplements. Just I'm leaving them all at home. I want you to think differently because this is even more a more important time to stay consistent.
It is,
right?
For sure.
So just want to go through my notes of what really happens to your body while
I love that you prepare for these calls in such detail.
It helps me. Right?
I love it.
Sometimes when I get on camera, I like lose my thoughts.
But you know, guys, it's actually really easy because when you live this lifestyle, when you are really focused on, improving your health and maximizing your health on a daily basis, it's easy to talk about. It's easy to live, and it's a very easy thing to incorporate. It might seem like it takes a little more planning, but trust me, it pays its dividends. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are like physiological stresses that happen to our body when we travel. So first of all, if you're flying, okay, let's think about your immune system. If you're flying, you have the airplane cabin recirculating the air, increasing the exposure to germs I talked about. And stress and poor sleep can weaken your immune defenses. I mean, even for us, like we went to bed last night, probably 10:30. That might not seem like crazy for you, but if you're one to stay up late, but it's late for us, right? So it's different sleep schedules for us. Our body still wants to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so you might be losing a little bit of that sleep. Digestion, big one, because flying can really disrupt your digestion. Of course, like I said, the time zone shifts, but dehydration is a major player. I was trying to tell our daughters this when we were going on the airplane. They like never want to drink their water on the airplane. I'm like, you really need to be drinking extra fluids and
it's all right.
Hydration amplifier when you're traveling, because you need to make sure your electrolytes are balanced and you're hydrated.
I love that Pia said same routine, different location. She 100%. Just was on a trip for 10 days. Awesome.
100%. You cannot take a break in it. Also, constipation, bloating, and diarrhea are very common, especially with air travel. It just disrupts things. So you want to make sure you're supplementing properly. We'll go into supplements to combat that. Circulation, sitting for long periods of time. So whether you're flying or traveling in a car, a train, whatever it is, you are sitting longer than normal. So that circulation we can get some swelling and edema in our legs, sometimes a little bit of fatigue where our blood flow slows. Okay, there's our circulation. We need to focus on that. Sleep and energy, big one, like I said, between jet lag and just different sleep schedules. Our stress hormones rise, leaving us drained. And when our stress hormones rise, like our cortisol rise, it leaves us more prone to getting sick. So even if you think like you're doing great, right, that stress can do it all. And then we have the oxidative stress. There we go. Inflammation. So flying increases oxidative stress. We have low cabin pressure. We have radiation exposure at altitude, which is a big one.
That is a big one.
And this can worsen inflammation and fatigue. So make all of those reasons and more that we didn't get into, but makes it more important to replenish our nutrients, support our immune system, maintain digestion, boost circulation, hydration. And you know what? I didn't even talk about the different foods we're eating.
Oh, the gut. Yeah.
I mean, we're at home personally for us, we're used to maybe eating one meal out an entire week. And when we're on vacation, we're typically 1 to 2 meals out a day. Try to prepare as much as we can still from where we're staying, but still you want to enjoy the local foods and different restaurants and all that. But this wreaks havoc on your digestion, which also wreaks havoc on your immune system.
Oh, yeah.
This also increases your toxic burden because you're not really controlling what oils it's cooked in, if it's organic or not, how it's grown, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not saying don't go and enjoy, because it's part of being on vacation, but you need to support your body in the process. Not to mention, if you drink alcohol on vacation, you tend to drink more, maybe because you're going out to eat more. It just tends to kind of be like, oh, I have that glass of wine or a cocktail at dinner, when normally at home you're not. So all of those reasons and more is why it's important to really stay hydrated. And like she said, same schedule, just
same routine, different location.
I mean, that's how I want you guys to think about it. So now, while we have brought more supplements than we're listing right now, I want to talk to the ones that we feel are most essential for you. If you're trying to say, hey, tell me your top 6 or whatever it is supplements that I should be traveling with, lay it on me. And we have some of them here, but some of them are also sorted in our pill container.
Yeah, here's a pill container, a weekly pill container.
Right. So with that, we have in there multivitamin, magnesium, vitamin D3.
Yep.
Factor 4.
Gut support.
And probiotic.
Yep, probiotic gut support.
Probiotic gut support. Okay, so those are the capsules that we sort through and make sure we are taking with us. So again, that's our daily essentials pack: your vitamin D, your magnesium, and your multivitamin. Then of course we add in that factor 4, and then we need to support the gut. So the multivitamin, again, we're eating fewer balanced meals. This is going to help fill those nutrient gaps. Also supply the nutrients to help boost the immune system. Right.
Yes.
Magnesium, we know it's going to do that sleep and relaxation. So we get a restorative sleep. It also does help digestion, muscle tension, stress. Sometimes travel can be a little bit stressful on the body. Change can be stressful on the body, just in general, whether it's a good change or not, it just adds stress.
And Pia said plus liver support. I love it. Thank you for commenting again. Yeah, the liver support's big, especially all the toxin burden and extra foods and alcohol and caffeine and all the things you're doing.
Right. Yeah. Like when I tell you we're trying to narrow this down, it's really hard. Ryan kept bringing out more. I'm like, we can't say every single thing.
Because we do actually pack the entire duvel bag and bring everything with us. So
or ship it if we're staying somewhere.
It may not be practical for everybody to do that, but why not? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Make it happen.
Right. Long flights, time indoors can leave you more vitamin D deficient. So we want to make sure you're taking your vitamin D. We talked about the circulation and oxidative stress.
Yep.
Okay. And inflammation that can go with your super reds.
Yes.
Backwards on the camera.
Yes.
Super reds, factor 4, right?
Yes.
It decreases our inflammation. And then, we have powerful antioxidants between the super greens and super reds, phytonutrients, minerals, the chlorophyll in the super greens to boost energy, digestion. Of course, we do have our detox in there inside. The detox is very important as well. If you can keep adding on to more things to travel with. Okay, next we go our essential aminos.
Oh, yes.
So it helps with maintain our muscle mass and stamina. So a lot of times what comes with traveling is you're not able to do your same workout routine. Sometimes you have to take a little bit of break there. You might be doing some nice outdoor walks and stuff like that, depending on where you are. But you really want to preserve that, maintain that muscle mass. So there goes your essential aminos. It also provides steady energy, blood sugar balance, faster recovery from travel fatigue. I mean, just lots of good stuff in here.
And don't forget, guys, the aminos are precursors to your hormones, to your neurotransmitters, things that can get thrown a little bit out of whack just in short term impact. So definitely make sure the essential aminos are on board. And I think it's a biohack. I think it's a life hack, because you can get all these benefits out of just a free form 1 scoop of aminos in water a day. It's great.
Definitely.
It's great.
We talked about the hydration. Yeah, that's very important. Forgot to mention, if you're traveling with kids,
the kids multi.
Yep. I just bring the whole bottle, because with us, we're also have the kids have other friends that we come and visit on this trip. So I bring the whole bottle so the other kids can enjoy them as well.
Right.
And then you have methylene blue out here.
I had the kids multi out too. And don't forget, they are sticky because we didn't apply carnauba wax to them. And so that's, people often ask, but they're really good.
Yep.
I got to tell you, they're really good.
And then methylene blue. So you want to talk a little bit about methylene blue, wet flying, mitochondrial dysfunction, everything that kind of happens. Also, everything else that we listed that we might be doing that might be a little bit more harmful to our body. So the disrupted sleep, the different foods, maybe more alcohol. I mean, this is...
Yeah, guys, mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, right? It's where most of our aerobic respiration occurs, and mitochondria play an important part of that, of course. So what's cool about methylene blue is that it's not to get too technical, but it's a redox agent. So it does reduction and oxidation. So it can kind of recycle ATP and allow the mitochondria to continue to produce energy, which isn't just for us necessarily having energy, but more for our bodies to be able to carry out the important job that it has to do of detoxifying us and providing us with all of the necessary energy for our cells to turn over and do their job. So when you're traveling, we know that we get put under an immense amount of stress, even though we're typically trying to do it for fun, right?
Sure.
In this case, we're on a little family trip up to my hometown in Cape May, New Jersey. But that's the cool thing about methylene blue. Sublingually, just one time a day, or every other day, or every day for the week that you're away. And it's simple. It's really a quite simple thing to do, and it's highly effective.
Sure. And just while it's out here, because anytime we're talking about methylene blue, I feel like we should talk about it. Someone's just asking the best way to take it to avoid the blue tongue. Now, on our website, under the Learn More section of methylene blue, our CEO, Ben Glinsky, does have a few videos showing you different methods.
He did a good job with that.
Yes, I took mine this morning. There's like nothing on my tongue. So Ryan will show you. Everyone, you have your water, though.
I do.
So best way to take it to avoid the blue is fold it into quarters. So fold and then another fold.
2 folds. So a half.
Wet your tongue.
Right. Another half.
Yep.
Let me get my water code. You can.
He's going to wet his tongue. He's going to stick it kind of towards the back of the tongue. You start to feel a little bit dissolved and just drink a lot of water. So yes, it's not dissolving 100% in your mouth, but it dissolves so quick. It's just like a Listerine strip, so fast. So you're going to feel it start to dissolve, and voila. See how he's a tiny dot of blue on his tongue. So easy.
It's not bad. Sometimes it can get stuck and hurt and cause a little bit of struggle, but don't.
Right. And I will tell you too, if you end up with too much blue, if you have something acidic, so pineapple to me works like a charm, but if you have something acidic like orange juice, lemonade, oranges, some lemons, pineapple, have something acidic afterwards, it will decrease that blue so much. So so I'm trying to read a few questions.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the comments too. I appreciate that.
Yes. So, and again, this is brief, but always wanting to touch on brief because we're also traveling. But really wanting to touch on the importance of maintaining your supplement routine while traveling. It's crucial, and you might feel it too. Maybe you're one that you traveled a couple weeks ago and you took a break from your supplements. And then you're like, oh, I don't feel well. And then you got back on track. And you're like, I feel so much better. There you go. It's not just the effects of traveling. It's also because you didn't supply your body the nutrients that it needs. So very, very important. I see a lot of other questions coming in that doesn't pertain to topic today. So just guys,
but the methylene blue should be in the morning. Yeah. And you can do it, get out and get some natural sunlight. That's always a good idea.
Right. Take it sun. I mean, I took mine this morning. We went on a short bike ride.
Yeah.
Just cruising, looking at some of the houses and stuff, and that was it. That's all it takes. You don't have to lay out in the sun and be there, but it's just getting a little bit of that exposure if you can. And
I realize we don't have these in stick packs. It'd be nice, I agree, but since they're in powder forms, you can pack like we do, or put them in baggies or somehow reusable containers, so that you can travel easier with it.
Yeah, figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
So I mean, always remember when you travel, your body works harder to keep you energized. It works harder to keep you focused, and it works harder to keep you well. That is why you need to fuel it. You need to fuel it. By packing your essential liquid supplements, you give yourself the advantage to protect your digestion, your immunity, your vitality, wherever you go. So
for sure,
before you pack for your next trip, figure out what you're going to do. Are you going to pack it all in your duffel bag, your suitcase? Are you going to portion it out like Dr. Rye was just saying? Or if you're staying for longer, ship it ahead. We're at a VRBO. It's really easy just to ship to the address. When you're there, typically contact the owners, see if they're going to be there to accept it. If not, ship it a day later. So when you're already there, you can accept it. There's so many ways to do this to make it work for you, but we can only give examples. You need to put it to work. You need to find out what works best for you, and that's what you're
and make a routine. The routine part of it is so enjoyable. And one of the reasons why we did this call today, like instead of canceling, we really enjoy the routine. We really enjoy the comments and the interaction with all of you. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. And it's like I said, it's a highlight of our day. So
yes. And Eva's saying, we just said the best way to pack powdered supplements, like in little baggies, containers. I do have ones that I use. If you want to just shoot me a quick email and I'll send you the link that I got them from Amazon. But again, it's just some type of packable size thing. You know, you've got leave a pair of shoes out that you think you might need on your trip and pack the supplements. Okay. Because shoes take up so much space, right? That's what I think. So, but thank you guys so much for joining us today on our little vacation. And we hope you can put this to use, especially during your travels this summer or whenever you travel.
Don't let your family tell you you're crazy because you packed a bunch of supplements. It's so funny. Our kids think we're crazy, but
it's worth
we'll figure it out one day.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
See y'all. Bye-bye.